Today we will see something about what kind of stories to tell our children before they fall asleep. So in short, it is about the bedtime stories. So we know that the child has to unwind from the day's routine. We can give them a bath, make them wear a normal dress that they are used to wearing for bedtime. And then it is for the family to quieten down. Like there should not be any running television, there should not be any music around, or there should not be any major activity within the household when we are calling our children for bedtime. If we do that, no child is going to cooperate. But it has to be silence and total unwinding, and the family has to come to the bed together. So when they come to the bed together, what kind of stories to tell the children? Because that is the time when the child is receptive, and also the parents will have to give the child an impression that they are with the child, and they should be able to tell stories which are of interest to the child, which will provoke good thoughts, which will also be pleasant to hear, and will also have content which are not scary for the child to imagine at that point of time. Because during sleep, what happens? There is a lot of learning that happens, and when this learning happens, the immediate past, that is the ones which they have heard or seen before falling asleep, are the first one to get into the long-term memory. So which do we choose? A small child getting caught all alone in the jungle is sure to provoke nightmares in the child. Whereas a child who is going along with parents, stories which give a lot of pleasant memories will have a long-term impact on the child's moral development. Because between 3 and 6 years, that is when the child starts developing a lot of moral values within themselves. So it is up to us to imagine stories and do it. But some stories are said by parents in an imaginative way, where the recall capacity of the parent itself comes low and the child loses trust in the parent. So that is why it becomes important that we learn stories that are already existing, or at least pen down the stories that we are creating, so that the child has something to fall on for recall. So bedtime stories not only involves the content, but it also makes a very big way towards the attachment that is formed among the family members. And it is also necessary, sometimes we have to ask for stories from our children, so that they feel good that they are putting us to sleep by telling us these stories. But when do we fall asleep? Do we allow our children to fall asleep when the bedtime stories are being said? No, let us not do that. We will have to say that this is the last story and now it is time to sleep, and then make the child sleep all by themselves because they are sleepy tired, and not while they are listening to the story. Once or twice there can be accidents on a tired day when they fall asleep when the story is being read out, but that does not matter. But on a regular day, the child should know the bedtime story has come to an end. That is how in future, when they are reading the stories themselves, they would put the book down and then switch off the light and go to bed. So that ritual we will have to lay the foundation now itself. So bedtime stories are pleasant time, not only for the children, but also something that the parents should look forward to connect with the children.